discuss issues about this thing called life. Thank you, my dear viewers, for tuning into this episode. I would like to ask you to please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. We are also in an app, the Faith Watch app, where you can watch other episodes and also other programs under Faith Watch TV. So please download this app on your mobile device. We read and value your comments. So please feel free to write down your comments and suggestions below. New year, new you, new image. Pero talaga po bang bago ang ating self-image? To talk to us about building a positive body and self-image is an internationally certified image consultant, president and founder of Radiance Image Consultancy. Welcome to the show, my colleague and friend, the lovely Toni Miranda. Hi, Toni.
Hello, Rita. I'm glad to
Happy
be
New
here.
Year.
Happy New Year.
O, Toni, kasi di ba pagka New Year nga ang daming New Year's resolution, but more importantly really, no, as we know as image consultant, is to have this positive self-image. For the sake of our viewers, what do you exactly mean when you say positive body image?
Positive body image is how you see yourself, how you see your shape, how you see the details of your body, and anong comparison, no? Yung comparison kasi ang nangyayaring usually na-experience ng mga tao, especially when there is a milestone or event which is New Year. Kamusta naman kaya? Ano naman mga damit niya? Ano naman ang shape niya? Bago ba hairstyle niya? And then we look back to ourselves as if we are always lesser. Sometimes, yung positive self-image, sabi mo nga, ano ba ito? It is how you see yourself. Let's make it simple. It is how you see yourself from the outside. It's just that most people miss out that it is also how you see yourself from the inside. Yun ang mas powerful.
Toni, objectively speaking, like, mataba, may magsabing mataba ako. Kung totoo naman, hindi ba yun, if someone says that in a negative way, that means negative ang image niya. Although, objectively speaking, yung measurements kasi, yung ganun ba? So may mali ba dun?
That's why binanggit ko kanina na dapat mauna muna or matutunan natin how to see ourselves from inside so that yung susunod, yung form, outside, yung color, yung form, will now be just the parang a description of who you really are. Kasi yung inside,
okay.
Diyan din nanggagala yung tinatawag nating inner critic eh. Sometimes, maski nga okay na yung shape natin, may inner critic pa rin. So, ang talagang sa akin na natutunan ko, and later may confession ako sa'yo kung may time tayo, na yung positive self-image, it cannot be dictated or defined by others. It needs to be us from inside, understanding who we are. And then the rest, yung source ng confidence, ng validation, as well as yung audience, may impact yan sa view natin or distorted view. Kasi pwedeng na-distorted or distorted view of our image. So pag distorted, negative image na yan. Pag tama yung view, dahil natutunan natin na yun pala dapat ang i-focus ko. Yun pala ang dapat source ko tsaka audience ko. Then any comment or description will now be received by you, natin, no? Lahat tayo, positively. Pero kung ang audience mo is iba't ibang tao, what if pareho lang tayong tao? I mean, when I say pareho lang tayong tao, imperfect, sometimes we are tactless, sometimes we mean this, pero we receive this, dun nagkakaproblema. Plus, the many factors around us, no, commercialism and so on.
Toni, sabi mo kanina may confession ka. I think yung sinasabi mo will resonate better para bang mako-concretize kung i-share mo sa amin your experience.
Okay. We are both image consultants and somehow we have knowledge already about what an image is, how it can be represented, and how it can be managed. The thing is, during pandemic, parang nakalimutan ko lahat yun. Why? I gained weight, no? Kasi wala tayong movement, nawala yung usual lifestyle natin. when
Uh-huh.
it comes
Okay.
to management of everything from clothes to diet and so on. And nawala rin yung consciousness because all trainings now and speaking are up to here. So
Hindi
ngayon, parang
lumalo.
okay na lang kung malaki na yung balakang, di ba? Kung lumalaki na yung chan. So we sit a lot. And even if I know already the mga facts and truths about who we are as a
Yes.
person, dahil naaralan natin yun, we teach that
Right.
in image. I felt insecure somehow, no, na nung nakikita ko na everyone is already on screen already. Sa ko, shucks, hala, but updated yung hair niya. Okay. Ba't parang fit pa rin siya?
Tony, I am so surprised that you are saying that because
Yeah.
whenever we have meetings online, you always look lovely. I mean, ikaw nga itong laging updated yung hair eh.
Oo. So, ngayon, dun ko na-realize na, wait, so balik ako, reality check. Pag hindi ko to na-manage, and it's happening to me, if to think I'm already an image consultant, trying to coaching also someone else or some
Yes.
other people who's consulting me or approaching me. If this can happen to me, it can happen to anyone, but they
Right.
will not admit it. So
Oh.
ngayon, inside pala siya? Inside issue, kumbaga layman's term, inside critic na
Or inner
ine-entertain ko.
conflict.
Inner conflict,
Pwede
or
rin.
we call it the self-bullying that I am allowing myself.
Self-bullying.
Yeah, I am allowing
Okay.
myself to bully myself.
Did
So
you
ngayon,
self-bully?
may ganun nung una hindi ko mahanap yung tamang term, but hindi ko na hahanapan ng iba't iba. Admit ko lang na I think I'm bullying myself. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, you saw me before as mukha namang updated,
Right.
but how come it's happening inside?
I
So
know.
it's me, no?
Yes.
It's more of I forgot again na kung sino dapat or ano yung source ng confidence ko, tsaka ano lang yung audience ko. So I'm beginning now to go to this pit, which yun yung sasabihin ko sana sa lahat sa atin, do not go into that pit or the enemy of positive image, which is comparison. We tend to compare ourselves with others. So may mga steps akong binalikan ulit na alam ko na kasi tinuturo ko naman. I teach this. It's just that it can happen to anyone, even those who are we taught na mga thought leaders na. Why? Because wala namang stage of perfection eh. Everything is a work in progress. We just need to be wise enough to manage when it hits us.
And it can hit anyone at any time, kahit speaker ka na, kahit consultant ka na.
Yes, and most of the time, we just don't tell people. Ngayon, ang maganda lang doon when you are aware, kaya importante may system na pwede kang i-apply. Self-check first and then always make sure that you are part of a group. Kasama yan you have someone to talk with. Feeling ko taba-taba ko na. Feeling mo lang yan. So at least may may nasasabihan ka or someone accountability.
Nagka-counter no idea.
Yes, may accountability partner na pwedeng hindi mo rin ma-express pero sasabihin lang, hindi ka okay kilala kita, hindi ka tahimik yan. Do not isolate yourself because this one can make it deeper and deeper hanggang sa totally iba na yung emotional state mo kasi while others think you're okay because you actually look okay, but deep inside you again compared to kung kanino mo man kinompare, I think I'm not. Kaya let's say magfe-face to face, hindi mo na ako tatanggap ng booking. Nag-iiba yung reason rather than for safety or protocol. Ang reason natin is because you see yourself or your body or the self-image negatively already.
So you are saying that many times I think people can neglect and then go down the pit. What could be the reasons that people actually neglect their self-image? Para bang sige lang, kumbaga nalulung na sila dun sa, is that self-bullying? Yung sobrang nagiging negative na yung self-image nila?
Yes, na-neglect nila or pwedeng totally, hindi nila alam na important yung positivity sa self-image. Ano mga reason? Maybe we can give 3. Number 1, the environment.
Okay.
Well, at the moment, asan ka? Sa lugar ba na yon? Laging may comparison. Laging ang salita is something that is not appreciating each other. In short, sa Tagalog, ano ba tawag doon? Pintas? Pintas ba tawag doon? Judgment, no?
Puro pintasan pag nag-usap.
lahat ba kinain mo? Parang, uy, losyang mo naman. Parang unending, no? Kung
Right,
pwede may
right.
break sana, pero unending. So environment is one. We
Okay.
may, sometimes it's not towards us. Sometimes we just observe that others, they don't care anyway, so why will I care? So environment talaga.
Right.
It will change your mindset, the way you see it, that is it important or not? Or important sa'yo, biglang walang katapusan naman na hindi na, parang hindi ka okay, walang validation. Ang taba-taba mo
And
naman
during the
na.
pandemic, that was happening at home.
Well, it's
Pamilya.
happening not really at home, but it's more on, kasi I'm always in sa dito sa webinar.
O sa
And
webinar.
then it is really me, self-bullying. Walang nakakarinig, walang nagsasabi sa akin. But it's just me comparing myself, which is not good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it can happen kapag yung sasabihin ko mamayang tamang source tsaka audience is not happening. Kung ang audience, kasi ang source ko noon is validation. Kaya lang from speaking to stage kasi medyo nawala eh. People are now closing their video. 'Di ba? Afterwards, wala na kayong interaction na
Right.
to at least somehow tapping that, thank you for inspiring me. Nag-adjust yan, I think mga June of last year. Ang hindi ko ma-shift, no, yung feeling of that high and happy every after talk.
Oh,
Nag-shift
yes.
yun kasi virtually, di ba, nawala.
Right, right. And
Nawala
you
yung
don't see
validation.
people. Wala si off-cam sila kasi
Mm-mm.
bandwidth issues.
Yes, and especially if you have, like me, this is camera and this is laptop. So I have to look at the camera and not really seeing reactions. Di ba? Not really seeing reaction. So medyo
Yes.
nag-shift yun for a while. And imagine if I have been speaking since 2017, biglang wala ka naririnig na reaction, then after walang thank you for, very inspiring,
Right.
and yung konting lambing na, ma'am, ang ganda-ganda mo naman. Nawala.
Or
Pero sabi ko,
yung nakikita mong they agree with you,
yung
they smile,
smile,
they
then
nod
they
with
nod.
approval, di
Yeah.
ba?
So nag-adjust ako doon, pero ang hindi ko nabantayan is the inner me is beginning to be sad about it. I mean,
Because there was no affirmation from clients from outside,
from the audience.
from
From
the
the audience.
audience.
Yes. So that's number one factor, the environment. Next is the culture. No, when I say culture, well, wala naman nagbago sa culture. It's just that how it is well, we're both in the Philippines now. How it is here is ang na-observe ko during is parang lahat down. I mean, during those times, parang lahat lang down. Their
Yes.
business stop, diba? Everyone's
Yes.
down. So nakadagdag na pag down, anyway, pare-pareho tayong down. Wag na mag-ayos.
Oh,
Pare-pareho
okay.
naman, wala na munang pakeme-keme yung mga term iba't iba.
Parang
So,
nagpabaya ba? Kasi lahat naman malungkot
so
eh.
sige, kain tayo lahat ngayon. Kaya parang nawala rin yung exercise, pati schedule, sunod-sunod. So it really changed from, nag-adjust talaga ako nung first half of 2020. Hindi ko masabing naka-cope or naka-adapt. Hindi ako agad naka-adapt. But I believe I was showing na nakaka-adapt. Of course, we need to thrive. But I think I was not thriving gracefully that time. It was just thriving for the sake of saying na, oh, how are you? Well, I'm doing okay. Everything shifted to virtual. But deep inside me, it's just like talking. talking.
Okay.
It's not thriving inside. So ngayon, sabi ko, I have to check and apply the system. Alam ko na naman, kailangan ko lang talaga na may masabihan ako. And then, yun ang maganda lang pag may accountability partner. Sabi lang niya, okay, remember who you are. Diba? Parang sabi ko, parang ang dali naman pakinggan, pero actually, it hit my heart. Oo nga, no? I need to remember who I am. So I really have to pray, Rita. I just prayed kasi yun na yung nakita kong nakalimutan ko, na I was busy complaining. I just have to be humble. I'm busy grumbling and complaining na kailan babalik. Kasi di ba ganun yung time ng May 2020.
Oh, yes.
Para akala natin June babalik na, biglang
right.
August
And
hanggang sa it never happened. Yeah. So I forgot to pray na to be thankful. Kasi di ba, in everything, be prayerful, be thankful. And that's when I remembered who I was. I need to go to, meron akong nakitang 3 A. I need to be aware first that it's happening. It's happening. And sometimes we will not be aware if there's no accountability partner who can give you feedback. Parang iba na ang boses mo ngayon, malungkot ka na. Parang yung mata mo walang saya yan. Important yon na
You have a parang constant, when you say accountability
meron
partner,
akong
constant
parang
yan. Isa lang siya. It's not like every
it's
evening,
a
di ba?
group. Meron kaming parang
Group.
women's
Parang may
group
group.
na
All right.
yes. I decided to attend again kasi 'di ba voluntary naman 'yon. Wala naman
Yes.
siyang na para sa syempre they text you, tara kita-kita tayo virtual naman so it's easier. And then when I did, I have to open up kasi they have to ask, anong prayer request nyo? Kasi that's what we can do now. We cannot meet each other, we cannot hug each other, so we can just pray for each other. And then when I said it, sabi nila, no, I did not say it pala. Sila nagsabi, parang di masaya yung mata mo ngayon kasi they know me, Rita, na yung pala joke, pala tawa, masaya.
I know you
sabi
as
bakit parang malungkot yung mata mo? Tapos sabi ko, ang nabanggit ko, kasi parang pangit ko na. Di ba parang lahat sila, kami nga yung nako-conscious pa mag-a-attend ka, mag-aayos kami.
Ayun na yung self-bullying kasi pangit ko na.
Yes. So sabi nila, kasi sabi niyo, ba't mo naman nasabi yun? So yung mga usual na kababawan, kasi hindi na ako makatouch ng collar, lahat na kababawan lumabas. I just want to be honest with them. And then suddenly, sige, yan ang pag-pray namin sa'yo. Sige, sabi ko, nga pala, no, parang I got so busy checking kasi everything happened na I'm sure many of our listeners can relate. Canceled contracts, refunds. I got busy with those. I forgot to do the basic, the most important thing, to pray. Sabi lang nila, ask God to remind you who you are para maalala mo. So yun, alala ko na, yes, I am loved, na I am unique, I am important, that He is listening, hanggang sa I'm beginning to feel better and better. So first step talaga, Rita, is awareness. Awareness na through feedback, awareness na something is not okay, something's not okay, awareness that maybe we are not able to adapt the right way kasi pwedeng coping lang, so coping but not the right process.
Right.
So pag aware ka na, next is, do not keep it to yourself, admit it. So medyo kika yung pag-admit ko sa kanila na feeling ko kasi yung pangit-pangit ko na, but I think it was a big step towards the process na bumalik ka ulit to how you really see yourself. Not defined by others, not defined by your own critic, but how God sees us, how God sees you and me. So next to that is action. Immediately, once you are aware, then you admit. Important kasi may ma-admit mo siya para ma-release mo, ma-express. Action, don't stay there. Daanan lang natin yan, but we will not stay there. Action agad. So, well, sabi ko kanina, di ba, nag-pray, pero syempre, out of that prayer, you will experience something new. God will strengthen you again. Every day is a new day naman with the Lord, di ba? Strength, refreshed you again. The action is, don't go back. Do something about it. Kung ano na yung na-discover mo, you're feeling good about it. And then, yun, afterwards, meron kang dapat gawin to sustain. Kasi nga, don't go back yung
Ayun
action.
Na nga, yes. Oo. So,
how
paano mo gagawin yun? Aside from, of course, the prayer, which is very essential, and recognizing who you really are, ano pa yung mga concrete steps that people can take para maging positive yung kanilang self-image?
So may mga practical. Yeah. So siguro I want to use the word practical tips. First is nag-gratitude journal ako. Well, journal at the same time. Nilalagay ko siya sa phone kasi why? Well, I noticed during the pandemic or itong mga nangyari sa atin, mas madalas ako sa phone. So I have to put it there para at least maalala ko siya, makita ko siya. I believe what you focus on, kasi ito yung parang ginagawa ko pag sa virtual na nagaganon ako, what you focus on expands, no? Or na-magnify siya. So before, I think I focused on yung the inner critic, kaya nag-expand siya. But since dumaan na ako dun sa parang a little, well, not parang, healing and peace and joy out of the prayer, action now is to focus on being grateful na, wow, I'm still healthy. Yes. Wow, I still have food to eat. And until sa dumami na dumami, pati yung, kasi pag gagawa tayo ng gratitude journal, we usually start with the big things, di ba? Wow,
Right.
meron akong talk pa rin, mga big things. Ano pa, may grocery, may provision. But if you want to make it longer, dun mo mas na-appreciate yung maliliit na I still have friends to talk with, I still have internet, may aircon, a
Yung
place to
mga parang
sleep.
small things, the
Now we
basic
don't
that you
notice.
have.
So yan. So first is express also yung gratitude natin sa mga or / appreciation.
Mhm.
Minsan kasi we talk a lot about us. We forget na yung nakikinig needs also some encouragement. So we can start muna na, "Uy, thank you for attending. I appreciate you all." Yung ganon. And sometimes we look far, nakalimutan natin katabi, hindi rin natin na-appreciate. So yung asawa, thank you naman.
I was about to go there. Yung
Yeah,
pamilya mo, yung
appreciation.
kasama mo, no? Asawa, anak, magulang.
Yes, lahat lang malapit muna. Kasi ang nangyayari parang reach out agad, no? Pero yung katabi
Yes.
nakalimutan. So start from the inner, then outer, then outer. So yan, express, be thankful, be appreciative. Next is, kung sa tingin mo the source of that critic or not feeling good about yourself or yung negativity is the social media because halo-halo na. First, you can unfollow yung mga hindi ka comfortable na post. Or yet, which what I did for, I forgot na kung 3 days or 4 days, I call it the social media break or detox. Kaya naman pala mabuhay. I read
Ano ang
books.
hindi mo binuksan? Facebook, Instagram?
Talagang naka-uninstall siya. Kasi pag nandyan siya bubuksan, may tendency kang buksan. So uninstall and then change habit lang.
Uninstall?
Uninstall. Tama ba? Yeah, tama.
Ah,
Uninstall.
okay.
Remove it.
Parang
Remove
natatakot
it
ako
from your phone.
mag-uninstall. Baka hindi ko na ma-install ulit.
Yeah. Well, I made sure na kaya ko siyang i-install ulit. It's just that I know myself, magkakaiba rin naman yung iba, baka pwede nang hindi lang nila i-open or yung iba naman they just turn off yung, kasi someone also asked me, paano mo ginawa? So when I said it, sila kaya naman pala na tanggalin lang yung notification. So me,
Right.
it's total. Parang nag-fasting ako, no? Kumbaga, ang term that I use is social media fasting. Para rin ma-shift yung attention ko, which became better or which turned out to be a blessing. So I read a book, Atomic Habit pa nga yun nabasa ko.
yes, right.
Ang ganda-ganda.
Atomic
Kasi it will
Habits.
teach you how to break negative and how to create naman positive habit. And it was really a good break for me. And it turned out to be a blessing na wow, what a good timing. Kasi nga, total change we did not have a drill on pandemic. Meron tayong fire drill, earthquake drill, pero walang pandemic drill.
Right. Walang pandemic, walang COVID drill.
So wala ring negative body image drill. Parang bigla na lang boom, yun na nangyari sa akin. Boom, ano ba to? So after that, so dahil nagkataong maganda yung book na nabasa ko, I have to plan what to do next, no? Self-growth na. So, yun, nag-decide na ako na ayusin ko yung time management kasi I've been attending all invites na, parang hirap ako mag-say no. So, I realized, nakalimutan ko rin yung vision ko. So, pag walang vision, somehow wala rin direction, diba?
Right.
And I was reminded na hindi pala lack of time ang problem ko, lack of direction. Kaya I just have to revisit again yung mga dating ginawa ko na personal vision. Okay, regardless of pandemic or situation, ito pa rin talaga yung purpose and vision ko. So which means, hindi pwedeng gigising lang ng ano ba yung term na sawi, yung hashtag sawi na pagising mo malungkot ka na naman, di ba? Kailangan talaga balik ulit, which is yung the usual stewardship of time, ano pa yung health nga natin, yung food, hindi yung dati kasi talagang sa harap ng webinar, kakain.
Okay.
I forgot to value also those. So just have a direction, be mindful of self-growth. It's action it's a choice also. Ano pa ba? Mga sensitivities, let's say that, no? Kung sensitive ako sa certain post that will make me feel na gusto kong bilhin pero wala akong budget, then tanggalin muna, unfollow, let's say yung mga shopping post, yan. Kung saan ka sensitive, that will eventually make you go back to yung ganong weakness na you're not feeling good about yourself again. And then afterwards is go back dun sa unang naging solution ko, yung audience of one and source of one. So ngayon, ang source of confidence ko, I need to realign. Meaning, alam ko na siya before, medyo na-derail lang. Kasi napunta na naman ata sa bank account yung confidence ko, kung may kontrata ba ako, magkakanegosyo pa ba. Nire-align ko lang ulit na ang source of confidence ko is si God, and then siya din yung audience ko. Kasi pag ang audience, iba-iba na naman, may tendency na bumalik ka sa sensitivity mo na minsan gusto mo yung naririnig mo, minsan ayaw mo.
Parang you're trying to
unstable.
please everybody.
So pero kung ang audience mo si Lord lang, may tendency ka naman na everything in excellence. Kasi minsan sa Zoom nalilate ako. Kaya sabi ko, okay, if I make sure, if I choose to have God as my reason for everything, dapat excellence, dapat ayos. Bumalik na yung grooming, yung mga tinuturo natin, grooming, tone of voice, facial expression, practicing my smile in front of the camera. Not for anyone else anymore. So ngayon, tumaas na ulit yung reason.
But for God.
Excellence na siya ulit. So yun, medyo for me, it was a good journey that I can share with, and it is also a reality that I can tell people it can happen to anyone. It can happen
to anyone. So final words, Toni, for our listeners today na medyo nakakaramdam nung ganyan, na parang negative self-image, languishing because of the pandemic.
Okay, final words is always remember the 3A. Let's be aware. Make sure you have accountability partners who can also give you feedback. And then when you are noticing it's happening, admit it. So awareness, admission. And then make sure that after admitting it, don't stay there. Put into action yung binigay kong practical tips kanina. Very important. And then what will make it more meaningful is when we share it. Kasi teaching, di ba, gives us the feeling that, wow, I was able to help another person. That's why, by the way, Rita, thank you for inviting me here. I'm feeling fulfilled now, being able to share this confession.
My pleasure, Toni.
This confession to our viewers. Kasi I'm very sure, everyone can, well, at least some can relate to this topic.
Toni, you do one-on-one coaching, you do corporate trainings. If they want to be coached by you, where can they find you?
Yes, please visit our website, radianceimageconsultancy.com, and you can also visit my blog, toni.ph. And by the way, we also have an online platform. You can visit courses.radiance.ph. And actually, kanina ko pa ito iniisip, we can give you a free gift, by the way, Rita.
May free gift?
Pwede tayong mamigay ng So, gagawa tayo ng code, no? Coupon code. So, just go to, maybe we can put na lang sa comment section, no? Courses.radiance.ph, and then they can choose the courses. Marami ako mga in-upload dyan. Ginawa naming personality development courses. And you can avail it for free if you use a special code of Buhay. Ano kaya magandang special code natin? Buhay Life.
Buhay Life.
Yan, sige. Just use the word Buhay Life and take note of that, because pag hindi nyo ginamit, sisingling kayo. So, nakalagay lang doon, do you have a code? All you need to click is yes and enter there, Buhay Life. So there, just choose the code, and I think we will be giving out 20. So yeah, for the first 20, you will avail it. Yes. So you can choose the personality development course that is according to your need at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Thanks
Happy
so
New Year
much,
gift,
Toni. Thank you so much, Toni. And thank you, my dear viewers, for watching this. Remember, we are all beautifully and wonderfully made. So wag na natin pansinin kung anong sinasabi ng iba. We just have to acknowledge that we have, God, that we are children of the living God. This is Rita Dayrip reminding you today, haba-habaan po ang pasensya sapagkat ang buhay parang life.